Alright, you guys, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this lucky block where if you break it, uh, now that we're in survival mode, but if you break it, it'll give you different stuff, multiple things, and you can choose from multiple items what it'll give. So let's get into it. Alright, guys, we are back in MCreator, and we're going to get started. So first thing we need is a block. So you guys know how to do this. You can make your own block. You don't have to make a lucky block, but for me, I'm going to do it for this tutorial. So I'm going to click block, lucky block. I'm going to type that in there, create new block. And I'm going to use a single texture for mine. I'm going to create a texture real quick here. You can pause right here or skip this part. Great. Let's just go in and grab a yellow here, draw our yes, our question mark. Good enough, very questionable. Yeah, not spending too much time on it, you guys. So just gonna do this. Add a bit of shading. Ooh, yes, beautiful. Yeah. Again, you can take your time with this and make any other block really. I'm just using this because it kind of shows that you can do random items and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to name this lucky block. Make sure our texture is a block and save this texture. Now we can go back here, grab that texture, select, and properties. Make sure we add it to our mods. Boom. And now over here, in the dropping properties, use custom loot table for drops. That's what we want. So we're going to click that. And if we go on this little question mark here, this part is important. So create the loot table mod element with the registry name blocks/lucky_block. So we got to make sure that is our registry name for when we make our loot table. I'll show you that in a second. We got to make sure it's a mod, and we got to make sure it's a block. So if you need to, if you forget that, make sure you refer back to this space right here, this question mark. So go that, save mod element, and now we can make our loot table. So click the plus, look for the loot table right here, loot table, click that, and I'm going to type lucky block loot table, create new loot table. All right, so at the top here, loot table registry name. That sounds familiar, huh? So we got to make sure that it matches, where is it? Properties. It matches this one, blocks/lucky_block. So that's what we're going to put here. Blocks/lucky_block. We don't need this part. I'm going to delete that. We got to make sure it's a mod and that it's a block. You can make loot tables for other stuff here, but we're not going to get into that today. All right, so loot tables. So there's these things called loot table pools. So that's kind of the items that it can select from. So you can add multiple pools like this. Remove this pool. And in these pools, you can add items that will be part of what you can choose from. So you'd click on this square here to choose an item. So let's say it can give you cans of beans. And let's add another pool entry here, and let's say it can give you diamonds. Why not? Of course. And let's say it can give you what else? I don't know what else, guys. Slime blocks, sure. Slime, sure. All right. And the roles here is how many items it will choose. So right now it's at 1, minimum is 1 and maximum is 1. So it'll only choose 1 from these 3 choices. Let's say we wanted 2 of them, 2 items that it will choose from here. You would just put 2 and 2. Or maybe sometimes you want it to be 1, sometimes you want it to be 2. Then you could be like minimum 1, maximum 2. You know what I mean? Right? It's the maximum it can choose from. So maybe up to 5. So it'll be a random chance from 1 to 5. It'll get that's how many items it'll give. Okay. What we could also do is, let's say we want to choose 1 from here, from this pool. We can add another pool table, and let's say we wanted to give some more like food or something. So let's say cookies. Let's do 1 cookie. Add pool entry. Let's say whatever, potatoes, sure, and a little bit of protein in there. Let's get some chicken. Can get some chicken. What is this? Cooked chicken. Boom. And yeah, one from this pool and 1 from this pool. So now it's gonna choose 1 from here and then 1 from here. And then for each entry, you can put how much of it. So let's say for diamonds, let's say it can be either from 1 diamond to 64 diamonds. Or if you always want 64 diamonds, then you would put 64 for the minimum and maximum. Okay. You can put enchantment levels. You can change if it's affected by the fortune enchantment when you mine it. All these things, which I'm not gonna do for today. So let's say 1 to 64. Let's change this. Sure, 1 cookie. Let's do potatoes. I don't know, 20 potatoes. 20 potatoes. All right, and then the entry weight is how often this item will show up. So if you put it just 1, it'll only be entered 1 in the pool, like the selection or whatever. So it's kind of like this, you guys. So if I have a can of beans, diamonds, slime block, and their entry weight is all 1, they're only entered once like this. So they're all equal, right? So, but what if I have can of beans, entry weight 2, then I would enter it 2 times like this. Can of beans. Now there's a bigger section of can of beans that you can choose from, right? So if I spin this, okay, we still got the slime block, but the can of beans is still a bigger section, right? Yay! All right, so yeah, that's entry weight. So I'm just gonna set that at 1. I'm gonna leave that, and we are ready. So save mod element, and save mod element on the lucky block. And there you go. Now we can go test it out. Right, and I'm gonna select my mods, grab a lucky block, and place a few around. Sure. And we're gonna switch our game mode to survival. So if you guys don't know how to do that, we're gonna click the slash. That'll pull up the text box, and we're gonna go game mode, space, survival. Slash game mode survival, space survival, and then click enter. Now we're in survival, and let's try breaking these. Okay, we got potatoes, 20 potatoes, and a can of beans. Let's see if we can get some diamonds here. Got slime block, got some chicken. Come on, give me diamonds, come on. Yeah, let's go. 46 diamonds, you guys, come on. Give me some more diamonds. Yeah, all right. Anyways, there you guys go. There's your loot tables.